Hi friends, it's Claudia. Welcome back to my channel. So, as you can tell from the title of this video, today I will be sharing with you 5 huge important habits and tips that can help you maximize your productivity in your bullet journal. If you want to get into the 5 tips, here is a timestamp. Also, there are timestamps on the play bar, so click around to find what you want to learn more about. But I just want to say a little quick thing before I start, and that is, all tips mentioned in this video work for me personally. I just want to say take what resonates with you and leave out what doesn't. What works for me may just be something you're totally not into, and that is okay. I think the beauty and the madness in the bullet journal process is finding out what works for you. And the only way you can find out what works for you is just by trying it all. But I do want to stress that I do have 5 years of bullet journaling experience, so I think it's safe to say that I know a thing or two when it comes to finding out what helps you with productivity in your bullet journal. And also, please do check out the cards and the description box because I will have a bullet journal playlist linked somewhere. I don't know where, you'll see. And yeah, I think that's enough housekeeping. Let's begin. Number 1, brain dump. Okay, so you have a lot of things to do and you don't know where to start. Your head is stuck in analysis paralysis. So what do? Turn to the next available page in your bullet journal and just brain dump. Write it all out. Just write. It can be messy, it can be disorganized, it can be a mixture of stream of consciousness thoughts mixed with a grocery list. The bullet journal is a tool to help you externalize your thoughts. Brain dumping can help prevent you from feeling disorganized, overwhelmed, and anxious. I just turn to a blank page and I just dump everything that's in my mind. It might seem like a lot, but the way I like to express myself is through words. If you're not expressing it, you're holding it in. And whatever you're holding in is not going to help you in the long term, so just get it out. I personally don't like decorating my brain dump pages. I know some people like to designate a certain area in their bullet journal just to brain dump, like they do a really pretty header and everything. For me, just think that it ruins the whole process in brain dumping because it's supposed to be messy. It's supposed to reflect the state of your mind. And I think brain dumping is just meant to help you let go. I think if there are borders and something pretty around it, it would make me want to restrict myself and try to make my brain dump pretty too. I don't know, that's just me. I think being productive and organized in life is forming order within the chaos. So let your brain dumping be your chaos. Number 2. Make the best use of a to-do list. This one is a big one, and it will be divided into 4 parts. Part 1. Don't overload yourself with tasks. So the difference between brain dumping and an actionable to-do list is one has everything, and one has the things that you need to get done in order of importance. It is so easy to be ambitious with your to-do list. I certainly have been there myself. You know, I wake up, I have my cup of coffee, I feel like I'm ready to take over the world, and so I write an endless list of things to do for myself just because I feel like nothing can stop me. Alas, I am human. I get distracted, I procrastinate, I get unmotivated. I'd rather take a nap than do work sometimes. So in order to stay productive, be smart and realistic with how much you can get done a day. I'd say write what you need to get done, and then as you go about your day and you're checking things off, check in with yourself. Oh, do I have more time in my day to do more things? Do I have the energy within myself to do those things? And so when you check in with yourself, you're not setting yourself up for disappointment due to your high expectations. Part 2. Prioritize your tasks. Let's say you have a ton of stuff to get done today and you don't know where to start and you don't want to be stuck in your head wondering what should I do first. So prioritize the tasks on your to-do list. Figure out what needs to be done today. Do you have any time-sensitive tasks that need to be done first thing in the morning? What can wait till the afternoon? Ask yourself, what are the top 3 things you must get done today? And list those 3 things out, and then you can worry about the other things later. Here is another little tip from me. So in order to avoid procrastination and just to boost your mojo, I highly recommend doing the biggest/worst task of the day first thing in the morning. I know, it sucks. I hate tackling the worst thing to do in the morning, but when you just get it done and you just check off that box, it feels amazing. The quicker you finish the task you want to avoid, the better you're gonna feel. And hopefully those good vibes will fuel you into checking off the rest of the things you gotta do for the day. Part 3, practice nesting. In the bullet journal world, there is a concept called nesting. So nesting is the process of breaking down big tasks into smaller ones, or what I'd like to call actionable steps. This may seem a bit tedious, but I thoroughly enjoy it. I take a big task for the day, and then I write out every small task, every sub-action, every step it takes to complete the task in its entirety. I think writing out every single step of a big project just makes it less daunting to tackle. It also just gives you more motivation just to get everything done because you're checking off every single little box. Practicing nesting can help with your productivity levels because ultimately you're no longer looking at a big project you need to get done. It's just a group of small tasks. Part 4, use the rolling weekly. Let's say you've got a ton of things you gotta do this month. Some are time-sensitive tasks, some are not. And you're sort of getting overwhelmed by the fact that you have to stare at a monthly log of to-dos. So what do? Well, allow me to introduce you to the rolling weekly. Here is a super brief yet barely covers it all definition of what a rolling weekly is. It's essentially a week at a glance. So you know how you do rapid logging in your daily log? Well, take that rapid logging technique and apply it to the week. So it's gonna be like a 7-day forecast of the things you gotta do. This method can be really helpful to those who have the habit of migrating a lot of tasks every single day. So instead of having to write out, oh, today I have to get this done. Oh, I didn't get that done, so I'll write it the next day. Oh, I didn't get that done, I have to write it the next day. You can just have it on your rolling weekly and you just know that, oh, it's there. It's something I'd like to complete this week. For me, I have now found the rolling weekly actually quite helpful because I work at home so much now. And so I need to provide my months and my weeks some form of structure. So by creating a 7-day forecast, I can now look at my week from a bird's eye view. This can help me prioritize, schedule, and organize all my tasks to go on certain designated days. And ultimately, when you just know what you got to get done for each day specifically, it just boosts your productivity levels. Number 3, use habit trackers properly. I remember when I was first introduced to the idea of habit tracking. I remember being on social media and seeing all these beautiful, intricate, detailed, artsy spreads people were doing that had like 9 habits they were tracking. If you're one of those people who could actually track all those habits, then like props to you. I wish I could do it. I'm jealous. But there are also people who can't actually track all those habits and they're okay with it. They just enjoy the process of making the spread. For me, I find habit tracking incredibly overwhelming and counterintuitive. When I first started bullet journaling and I started habit tracking, I thought to myself, wow, this is gonna make me productive. I'm gonna track a multitude of habits that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. My life will be made. Yeah, no. The whole habit tracking 10 habits just sort of rained on my parade. I was so overwhelmed. I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up to this ideal, this high expectation I had set for myself. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't track your habits. Go for it, totally. I still do to this day. I just go about it differently. Allow me to explain. Tip number 1, cut down on the number of habits you are tracking. Currently, I only track 3 habits, and 3 is my max. So I track my YouTube uploads, I track when I work out, and I also track my intermittent fasting. That is it. Tip number 2, track your habits on a page you know you will go to every day. I am incredibly lazy, and so when I had my own like designated habit tracking page, I forgot to go to it. Like I made a whole page, a whole spread for it, and I just wouldn't go to it because it wasn't a habit formed within me. But now I track all my habits on my monthly log. So I just have it there and it's a page I go to every single day so I don't forget to track my habits. Tip number 3, set some ground rules for your habits. Be intentional and be lenient. Now, what do I mean by that? Figure out the habits you really want to track. For an extended period of time. Ask yourself the question of, would the process of tracking this habit benefit me? And what I mean by be lenient is just don't beat yourself over not completing a certain habit. So for me, as an example, I track when I work out. and I keep my requirements simple. So the only requirement for me to check off the habit on the day is if I've worked out or not. It's not how long I've worked out for, it's not what kind of workout I did, it's simply, did I work out today? If yes, check it off. Number 4, plan the night before. This one is an easy one. To help kickstart your productivity, I highly recommend that you just brain dump or get a rough plan of what you need to do the next day, the night before. So before you go to bed, just pull out your bullet journal and just write out like a couple of things you got to do just so you have a rough idea, and so that when you wake up the next day, you have an agenda set. You can be as detailed or as general as you like. It totally depends. It also depends on how much you have to get done the next day. For me, I do this on days where I have a lot of stuff to do and I need that extra clarity and structure. I also do this on mental health days when I'm just not feeling myself and I'm not feeling grounded, and I need that extra push and guidance so I don't spend the entire day in my head stuck in analysis paralysis. Number 5, last but not least, incorporate bullet journaling into your routine. The way you can productively bullet journal and use the bullet journal to help boost your productivity is to incorporate the act of bullet journaling as a habit in your routine. When you have a routine rolling, you are more efficient with your time. I don't think just picking up your bullet journal when you feel like it on whatever day is going to help you be as productive as you like. For me, my bullet journaling routine starts during my morning routine. If you want to check out my morning routine video, it is linked in the cards somewhere, as well as in the description box. But anyways, another tip from me, I recommend that you journal before you touch your computer, because I feel like once you start bombarding yourself with information from your emails and social media, you just won't have that same clarity that you normally do when it comes to just waking up and journaling first thing in the morning. And that's it. Those were my 5 big tips on how you can maximize your productivity levels in your bullet journal. Also, I just want to say that as much as hustling and using your bullet journal as a means to boost your productivity levels is fun and great and good for you, I also think that if you can use your bullet journal as a method for self-care, self-reflection, and inner growth, that in of itself is a productive thing to do. Just want to put that out there as a gentle reminder. And yeah, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!